In this segment of the Ellis Martin Report and Money Talk Radio, we speak with Stephen Stairs, President and CEO of Benton Resources, trading as BEX on the TSX Venture Exchange and BNTRF on the OTC. Following a project generation business model, Benton has a highly prospective multi-mineral property portfolio. In addition, it holds large equity positions in other mining companies that are advancing high-quality assets, and whenever possible, BEX retains net smelter return royalties with potential long-term cash flow. The company is currently focused on advancing its high-grade copper-gold Great Burnt project in Central Newfoundland, which has a mineral resource estimate of 442,000 tons at 2.50% copper indicated and 829,000 tons at 2.11% copper inferred. The project has an excellent geological setting covering 25 kilometers of strike and boasts 6 known copper-gold-silver zones over 15 kilometers that are all open for expansion. Further potential for discovery is excellent given the extensive number of untested geophysical targets and copper-gold soil anomalies. Stephen Stairs is a successful business entrepreneur with 32 years of experience in mineral exploration. Steve's career spans from 1988, where he spent 7 years with Noranda Exploration on such projects as the Hemlo Gold Mines, Eagle River Gold Deposit, and the Gecko and Matabi Base metal camps. The next 10 years of Steve's career were spent managing the operations of Stairs Contracting Corporation, a successful mineral exploration services company in Thunder Bay, Ontario. In 2004, Stephen and his brother Michael started Benton Resources, where he remains as president and CEO. Since that time, he has been directly involved in the startup of many publicly traded companies on the TSX Venture Exchange, with the most recent being Clean Air Metals, where he secured 2 high-quality copper, nickel, platinum, palladium deposits and assembled a team of professionals to take the company public.
Steve, welcome to the program. It's great to be with you today. Thanks for sponsoring the Ellis Martin Report.
Thanks, Ellis. Thanks for having me, and happy to be a part of your program.
Tell us about the company operating in Central Newfoundland with the Great Burnt Lake project.
So the Great Burnt project is host to a large gold system, which we're currently drilling, and it's also host to a very high-grade copper deposit called the Great Burnt Lake project. We're tracing a huge system, more than 15 kilometers in strike length. We have over 25 kilometers of favorable stratigraphy, and the exploration is going extremely well.
A lot of companies brag about 0.5% copper or 1% copper. You have grades of 8 to 12%, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. We've hit wide intercepts of 8 to 12% copper, very wide intercepts of 5% plus, 25 meters, 5.5 copper. And we've expanded an old historical resource from 600 meters to 850 in strike and down plunge.
How large is this project potentially?
It's got huge potential. It's a robust system. We know other deposits on the island, such as Rambler Metals deposit owned by Firefly Minerals. I think they just approached over 50 million tons of 2% copper, and this is in the north part of the island, but the same type of system. And we've engaged in exploration on our gold structure, just approximately 10 kilometers north of the copper deposit. And in the last week and a half, we've released fairly spectacular results, in my opinion, of up to 74 meters at 1.4 grams gold, which is equivalent to what Calibre Mining is putting in production just 50 kilometers to the northwest of us.
You're definitely a copper gold company. How easy is it to permit a mine to go forth with a project in Newfoundland compared to other jurisdictions in the world?
Yeah, right now Newfoundland is ranked, I think, number 4 by the Fraser Institute as the best place in the world to be operating as an exploration and development company. Calibre Mining recently just got permits to go to production in the last couple of years, and that mine is built. It is a tremendous government to work with. Andrew Parsons, the Minister of Mines, has been a tremendous help to us. He's been on our projects all over the island. Yeah, it's a great jurisdiction to work in, and we got excellent access as well with the road to the project.
As far as I understand, you own pieces of other companies.
We have a spin-out that's currently occurring through Benton, completely financed by Piedmont Lithium out of the U.S., and it is the first lithium discovery that was ever made in the island. We drilled 61 holes in it to date. Benton and Sokoman Minerals are partners, and we will dividend some shares to our shareholders. That announcement will be in the coming weeks once we get approval from the TSX. So we'll have all the particulars on that current asset.
You must be looking forward to a robust market with regard to the equities. I know that copper and gold have done extremely well. It hasn't trickled down yet to the stocks per se, but definitely that is coming. Wouldn't you think?
Oh, I would think the markets are set to turn
anytime. Gold prices at all-time highs, copper prices nearing all-time highs. It's just a matter of time before the market wakes up and realize that these mid-tier small companies are completely undervalued. Even the senior companies should be trading at multiples of where they are, and they're not compared to, say, tech stocks and so forth. So we'll see that money eventually flood into those sectors, I'm sure of it.
What's the outlook for the company for the next 2 or 3 years? Are you already talking to majors?
Yeah, Benton has a plan to basically delineate and create a resource on our gold and copper deposits. And with any luck, we'll be able to be taken out by a major company. We're not mine builders, we're mine finders. And that's the objective for Benton. Don't get me wrong, we'll take it as far as we can go with that aspect. But our forte is really finding projects and building them into a resource.
Who are some of your major shareholders?
Eric Sprott's our biggest shareholder at almost 17%. We have a fund out of Europe that also owns 9.9%. Management is just under 5%. And we do have a couple key large individual shareholders as well that has faith in the company and generally participate in any financing that we do.
And tell us about your management team.
Our management team been in the industry since 2004 when Benton was formed. One of my directors, John Sullivan, was a senior management for Noranda Mining, which is now Xstrata or Glencore. Our security lawyer, Evan Asselstein, our CFO, been with us since the beginning. My brother, Mike, director, he's been president and CEO of various companies, including Canada Rare Earths, White Metal Resources, now Thunder Gold. So we have a large track record. Tim Froud, director, he's CEO of Sokeman Minerals, done very well in drilling off the Moosehead deposit in Central Newfoundland here as well, a very high-grade gold deposit. Yeah, and we have Tom Service, who is an individual director that is a senior management with M&P Accounting Services, one of the larger firms in Canada.
What are your plans for the next 6 months on the Great Burt Lake project?
We've drilled 30 holes in the last month. We'll be releasing another 18. 12 have been released to date. And we will continue drilling right till Christmas. And then after Christmas, we'll plan to do further drilling as well.
Steve, what would you say to potential shareholders that are looking at your company for a long time, and there are several choices out there in the market for investment possibilities?
It is hard to pick juniors. The one thing that people should know about Benton is we put our money in the ground. We work hard. We are on the ground. Last night, I didn't get home till 11 o'clock. Spent the whole day in the field sampling rocks, looking for new discoveries. We leave no rock unturned. And we are very good at what we do. We won Discovery of the Year Award, PDAC Bill Dennis Award in 2007 with my whole family. It was basically the biggest prospecting family in Canada.
Steve, it's been great chatting with you today. Thanks so much for joining me today on the program.
Yeah, thank you, Ellis. It's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to doing more of these and giving our shareholders the remaining 18 drill holes that we have left in the lab.
I've been speaking with Stephen Stairs, President and CEO of Benton Resources, trading as BEX on the TSX Venture Exchange and BNTRF on the OTC. Find the company at bentonresources.ca. For Money Talk Radio and the Ellis Martin Report, I'm Ellis Martin.
Would you like to be one of the first to see who we are following? Subscribe to our audio newsletter. It's free. ellismartinreport.com.